Hello, I'm Marshall Masters, co-author and publisher of Planet X Forecast and 2012 Survival Guide, and the publisher of Yowza.com. This video complements the related articles on our site. We encourage you to visit Yowza.com to familiarize yourself with our YouTube disclosure vetting protocol, so that you can vet this information yourself. Then you be the judge. What we now call Planet X was known to the ancients by many names, such as Nibiru, Destroyer, and Frightener. They've warned us to prepare, as well we should. As you will see in this video, there is highly credible information now coming to light, warning us that Planet X has been found, is under observation, and is coming our way. Benjamin Franklin once said, "We must hang together, gentlemen, else we shall most assuredly hang separately." In that spirit, we wish to say that the time has come for truth, forgiveness, and personal responsibility. For this reason, we are calling for legislation that provides both government agencies and individuals with blanket immunity for disclosures on this vital subject. And now, our South Pole Telescope Planet X Nibiru Disclosure Report for May 2008 begins with the most hotly debated disclosure, the one by NibiruShock2012. On February 20th, 2008, a YouTube user by the name of NibiruShock2012 posted a video with leaked Planet X images taken by the South Pole Telescope at the Edmondson Scott Station in Antarctica. It offered us a first glimpse of Planet X. On March 3rd, 2008, NibiruShock posted a second video with projections of when this object will be visible, plus enhanced images that revealed the satellites orbiting this object. In a private dialogue with Yowza.com, the original NibiruShock2012 revealed that he and the other members of his disclosure group had come under intense pressure from irate intelligence agencies and that they feared for their safety. After that, the original NibiruShock2012 vanished, and this left us with one simple problem. How could we corroborate this report via a credible, independent source? To make matters even worse, an imposter assumed the persona of NibiruShock2012 and posted the amazing X configuration video on March 21st, 2008. Keep in mind that stealing someone's identity is very easy when you're inside the system, because in essence, you are the system. The result is that since March 2008, a massive disinformation campaign has been waged against the first two NibiruShock2012 videos. All of this has been documented and analyzed by Yowza.com, and we've made our findings public on our site. In support of those articles, we also produced a video summary for YouTube entitled Nibiru Planet X Photos, taken January 2008, Study Findings. In further support of all our videos and articles, we've likewise made a public, detailed explanation of our YouTube disclosure vetting protocol. Admittedly, it is a first of a kind, so we encourage interested members of the public to use it as a reference point for creating their own personalized vetting protocol. All this being said and done, confusion in this matter has continued to reign due to an intense disinformation campaign being waged against the first two NibiruShock2012 disclosure videos. As we previously reported on Yowza.com, we believe that the original NibiruShock2012 was silenced, and that the amazing X configuration video is a cheap hoax produced by an imposter that is now operating the persona. This same imposter is now using the above top secret website to declare himself a hoaxer. What we are seeing is a consistent pattern of disclosure, after which the whistleblowers mysteriously declare themselves to be a hoax with all the sincerity of a forced confession. In addition to the imposter's hoax video, another attack came from a YouTube user by the name of Self-Inform Your Mind, we performed an extensive comparative analysis between the first two NibiruShock2012 videos and those of Self-Inform Your Mind. Our findings were that Self-Inform Your Mind is either a disinformation operative or a straw man. There are other attacks as well, most notably by a self-appointed vigilante debunker with the screen name of Project Storm. His reliance on abusive and vulgar language, plus his ad hominem attacks, only serves to paint him as an unstable individual and nothing more. What we suggest is that the viewer focuses on the Self-Inform Your Mind videos, as they are the products of a very polished and admittedly elegant disinformation campaign. A campaign that has three basic goals. First, to prevent the general public from connecting the dots by filling the medium with disinformation. Second, by using confusion to quickly isolate and remove any further disclosures. And third, by exhausting public attention. However, these Planet X disclosures are now coming at such a fast pace, the arguably elegant clampdowns such as the one conducted against the first two NibiruShock2012 videos, has turned into a version of disinformation whack-a-mole. Consequently, this whole disclosure disinformation process has become fast and heavy-handed in nature, as we will soon see in our next analysis. On May 22, 2008, a YouTube user by the name of DNIR4808N posted a video titled Planet X Nibiru picture leaked from friend of STP crew. It featured several images of the South Pole telescope under construction, plus a whole lot more. This user later admitted that he is dyslexic and meant to say SPT instead of STP, as in the popular engine oil additive. However, this understandable error would pale in comparison with what happened next. The information in this video did not originate with the user, and so he made one fatal mistake. He named names, and the consequences were fatal. DNIR4808N's videos were removed on 23 May with the message, "This video has been removed by the user." Likewise, his YouTube account was terminated the same day with the message, "This account is closed." Also on May 23, 2008, a second YouTube user by the name of Mary KP Khan had uploaded a copy of that same video and met a similar fate. Apparently, Mary KP Khan resisted and was treated far less generously. Even though we believe it to be an honest mistake, DNIR4808N nonetheless violated the rightful privacy of the persons named in the video. We further wish to point out that this is not a negative reflection upon YouTube, which is a division of Google. In fact, the opposite is true. We are truly grateful to YouTube as well as to the founders of Google for providing this powerful netizen medium, and for doing a fair and diligent job of keeping the playing field as level as possible for all concerned. We also wish to recognize the many great YouTube users out there who have been following our work. Within an hour after DNIR4808N had posted his SPT disclosure video, messages began flooding into our email box. Thanks to our wonderful friends out there, we were able to download the video before it disappeared. That's not to say we're going to repeat an honest mistake by naming names too. In the immortal words of former President Bill Clinton, don't ask, don't tell. Yup, Bill, we get it. Besides, the names are irrelevant. Or to paraphrase Bill, it's the SPT imagery, stupid. And that's where DNIR4808N truly delivered the goods. Towards the end of the video, the real gem appeared, an alleged image of Planet X that, according to the date stamp, was acquired by the South Pole telescope on May 14, 2008. Now the question was, is this genuine imagery? Because if it is, it could correlate to the images in the first two videos by NibiruShock2012. And so we began the process of image analysis using the vetting protocol mentioned earlier in this program. Specifically, we began by looking to see if there were telltale signs of a Photoshop hoax. Upon closer observation, we could see that this was a natural object. No telltale Photoshop signs here. Whatever this is, God made it, or we wish He didn't. However, what we did determine was that the image in this video was something that had already been significantly magnified or zoomed in. So we began looking for things that were not plainly obvious. Specifically, we wanted to see if there was anything following behind this object, as we know it has a tail. Even though this original had been significantly magnified at the time of its original capture, we wondered if we could tease out any new detail by shifting the colors. Well, bingo, there's a clear trail following behind this object. The next question was then obvious. If this is an image of Planet X acquired by the SPT, could it corroborate one of the early NibiruShock2012 images? For the purpose of this comparison, we began with an image from the second NibiruShock2012 video that shows the various satellites orbiting this massive body. We then began comparing the NibiruShock2012 image with the one taken from the DNI-R4808N video. By inverting the DNI-R4808N image, we found that it revealed several satellites in orbit around Planet X, which appear aquamarine in color in this inverted image. The next step was to see if we could overlay this image with the NibiruShock2012 image with any semblance of consistency. When we did, the results were impressive to say the least. Even though these two images were taken months apart, the consistencies between the two was sufficient to prove that both had been acquired from the same point of view. In this case, that would be the South Pole Telescope in Antarctica. Say what you will, but as far as we're concerned, it's good enough for government work. Thanks to DNIR-4808N's short-lived disclosure video, we now have independent verification of the South Pole Telescope images contained in the first two NibiruShock2012 videos. Unfortunately, though, his video was short-lived and could arguably be disputed as hearsay. So while it offers independent verification of the first two NibiruShock2012 videos, it is alone not strong enough for us to close the case. And this puts us back on the search for a highly credible image source. And as fate would have it, a completely new YouTube disclosure by a user called Power and Knowledge appeared, and it immediately offered the promise of smoking gun proof. On May 25, 2006, an SPT disclosure video was made public by Power and Knowledge. This account now shows that it is closed and the video has been removed by the user. Like the other disclosure video we discussed earlier, this one was short-lived as well, but in its brief 24-hour lifespan received nearly 1,200 viewings before going dark. What impressed us about this video is that Power and Knowledge clearly sources it back to the South Pole Telescope. As with previous disclosures, it reveals Planet X and its satellites. However, this disclosure was a notable first of a kind because it features image data in two different spectrum plus a false color image similar to the ones in the first two NibiruShock2012 videos. We are presently analyzing these many images and will publish our findings in our next report. In the meantime, we feel that it is vital to document the massive and sudden disinformation attack that was launched against Power and Knowledge just 1 hour after he uploaded his video. Within the same span of time that Power and Knowledge was posting his South Pole Telescope disclosure video, Another new YouTube user by the name of Cathers New uploaded a random collection of 232 other videos to YouTube. This was clearly a team effort, and I say that as a YouTube director. Consider the following. Within a 4-hour period of time, the Cathers New team uploaded a total of 232 unique videos. All were titled and given about data, and then uploaded to the YouTube servers, converted to the FLV file format, posted to the database, and indexed by the YouTube search engine, all within a span of 4 hours. Now, when you stop to think of it, 232 video uploads in just 4 hours is mighty impressive, especially when this was done by a user whose persona offers absolutely no information other than this user is 30 years old and joined YouTube on May 14, 2008. When we looked at the persona, we noticed that in the period between May 14th and May 25, this team posted absolutely no videos to the channel. Rather, this account was used, most likely, to harvest other videos from the YouTube system to use in this disinformation barrage. They then edited the content of these harvested videos and placed a promotional message at the end of each one. Every video harvested and edited by the Cathers New team was reposted with a promotion for the pokerquiz.org website. According to our Whois inquiry, this domain name was first registered for 1 year on March 7th, 2008, and information about the registrant is protected by WhoisGuard. One notable video that was harvested and reposted within this promotional message batch by the Cathers New team was the very same video posted by Power and Knowledge just 1 hour earlier. Literally, with the clock ticking, the Cathers New team downloaded Power and Knowledge's video, then proceeded to edit out over 1 minute of content and added the pokerquiz.org promotion at the end. Then they posted it on YouTube with the exact same title, word for word, character for character, space for space, and with absolutely no attribution to Power and Knowledge. To YouTube's credit, they blacked out Cathers New's account within 24 hours after the attack. Again, thank you YouTube for keeping the playing field level. In our next report, we'll offer a detailed analysis of the full Power and Knowledge video. We hope you found value in the information we've brought you, and that it encourages you to start or continue your own independent investigation into these new SPT disclosure videos. For those of you out there doing your own independent research and sending us all those great tips, we want to show our appreciation by providing you with a convenient place to meet like-minded researchers so that you can share your thoughts and ideas with others. A little kibitzing around the water fountain, so to speak. So please check out our Planet X and 2012 Survivors Town Hall at planetxforecast.info. And you must be a member to view and post to these special topics. And a special note to our friends in the government. We want to acknowledge you because you know all too well what's in our future, and it's hard for you. You do what you do when you can, and oftentimes at risk to yourself. This is why we want you to know that we do appreciate you and want to leave you with this one final thought. This saga, like any novel, has many chapters. This chapter is a darkly lit one, but like all chapters, it too will come to an end. The next chapter will be yours, and we'll leave it on that note. So until the next time we meet, remember Marshall's motto, destiny comes to those who listen and fate finds the rest. So learn what you can learn, do what you can do, and never give up hope.